Hello friends, in the last video we have completed, in last two videos we have completed first seven example from which exercise 5.4. All the example from this exercise are related with what? Cross product and results which we have seen in the cross product. So we'll now see the example number 8. In this example number 8, we have to find out the area of a parallelogram whose adjacent sides are represented by two vector a bar and b bar. And we know that if adjacent sides of a parallelogram are represented by two vector a bar and b bar, then its area will be equals to magnitude of a bar cross b bar. Applying this formula, we are able to find out area of a parallelogram if a bar and b bar represent what? Adjacent sides of a parallelogram. So here adjacent sides of parallelogram are given to us. So to find out area, let us try to find out first find out cross product of a bar and b bar, and later on we will find out its magnitude. So therefore a bar cross b bar is equals to, as is stand vectors are in terms of ijk, so in such cases cross product can be find out using what? Determinant. In the first row write down basic vector, in the second row write down these components 1 minus 3 minus 3. So let us simplify this determinant. First we are trying to find out coefficient of I cap. So delete this column. So find out determinant of these four elements. So this product is 6. 6 minus minus means plus 3. 6 plus 3 is equal to 9 I cap. So here plus j cap is there. So we are taking here minus j cap. Now try to find out coefficient of j cap here. Delete this column, try to find out determinant of these four elements. So this product is how much? Minus 6 minus 1 means minus 7, minus and this minus will become plus 7. Lastly we are trying to find out coefficient of what? K cap. So delete this last column, find out determinant of these four elements. So this product is minus 6 and minus minus plus 2. Minus 6 plus 2 will be equals to how much? Minus 4. In this way we have got the value of a bar cross b bar. Now to apply that formula, we will require magnitude of a bar and b bar. So therefore magnitude of a bar cross b bar, magnitude of a bar cross b bar is equal to under root 9 square plus 7 square plus minus 4 square. So which is equal to under root 81 plus 49 plus 16. So which is equals to under root here 6 plus 9 will be 15, 15 plus 1 16, carry 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 4 is 6, and 6 plus 8 will be equals to 14. So here we can observe that 146 is not a perfect square. So that's why we can, so here we are not able to simplify this square root. So therefore we can say that area of parallelogram is equals to, area of parallelogram is equal to magnitude of a bar cross b bar, which is equals to under root 146 square units. In this way, applying this formula, that area of parallelogram is equal to magnitude of a bar cross b bar, where a bar and b bar are what? Adjacent sides of a parallelogram. Means if adjacent sides are given to us, applying this formula we are able to find out area of parallelogram, and this will be our required answer here. So now let us discuss about example number 9. In this example, we have to find out vector area of a quadrilateral ABCD, and we have to prove that vector area of a quadrilateral ABCD is equals to half AC bar cross BD bar, where AC bar is a vector along one diagonal and BD bar is a vector along second diagonal, where AC and BD are its diagonal. So here we have to find out vector area of this quadrilateral. So vector area of a quadrilateral ABCD, can I write it as vector area of, first we are considering triangle ABC, or vector area of triangle ABC plus vector area of triangle. So we are taking a sum of area of these two triangle ABC, and this triangle ADC. Sum of area of these two triangle will be equals to area of what? Quadrilateral. So area of triangle ABC plus area of triangle ADC. So which is equal to, already when we have discussed the result of what, cross product, we have seen one formula to find out area of a triangle. In that case we have seen that if a bar and b bar are two sides of a triangle, a bar and b bar are two sides of triangle, then area of this triangle will be equals to half magnitude of a bar cross b bar, half magnitude of a bar cross b bar. Applying this formula, what we are able to find out, area of triangle, if its sides are represented by which two vector, a bar and b bar, and if we are replacing this magnitude, then the result will be what, a bar cross b bar. But a bar cross b bar is which quantity, vector quantity. That's why we can say that this is the formula to find out what, vector area of the triangle. And here also what we will require, vector area of this triangle. So according to this formula, its value will be equals to half. So observe the triangle, triangle ABC. So in this triangle ABC, one side is represented by which vector, AB bar, and another side is AC bar. So according to this formula, its value will be equals to AB bar cross AC bar plus, now we are finding area of triangle ADC. Observe this triangle ADC. Area of this triangle is equal to half AC bar cross AD bar. Half AC bar cross AD bar. Well, so we will have the formulas to find out area of triangle. Applying that formula, we have got area of these two triangles. Now, by taking sum of these two expression, we have to prove that its value is equal to half AC bar cross what, BD bar. So which is equals to this half, keep it as it is. We have seen one result in cross product, that a bar cross b bar can be written as, if we are interchanging these two vector, means if we are replacing it by what, b bar cross a bar, at that time we have to take here minus, because a bar cross b bar and b bar cross a bar are two vector having equal magnitude, but their directions are what, opposite. If a bar and b bar are two vector lie in one plane, then a bar cross, if a bar cross b bar is in upward direction, then b bar cross a bar is also perpendicular to this plane, but it is in downward direction. Getting it? Means these two vectors are in opposite direction. So that's why here it will be represented by what, minus sign. Means simply remember that if we are interchanging these two vector, what will get here, minus. So here also we are interchanging these two vector, AB bar cross AC bar. If we are writing it as AC bar cross AB bar, then we have to take here what, minus, because direction of these two vectors are opposite. Keep the next term as it is, half AC bar cross AD bar, keep it as it is. So which is equal to, now if you observe both the terms very carefully, here also half AC bar cross is there, and here also half AC bar cross is there. So we are taking half AC bar cross common from both the terms. So see what we'll get here, we are taking half AC bar cross common from both the term. If we are taking half AC bar cross common from first term, so here remaining term is minus AB bar. So here remaining term is minus AB bar plus, and here remaining term is AD bar. We are taking half AC bar cross common from second term also. So here remaining term will be AD bar. AD bar. So which is equal to half, keep it as it is, AC bar also as it is, cross also as it is. Now this minus AB bar, if we are changing its direction, means sign will get what, minus sign will get replaced by what, plus. So AB bar, so this is the vector what, AB bar, and if you will observe AB bar and BA bar are opposite vector, so it can be represented by what, BA bar is equals to minus AB bar, because these two vectors have what, same magnitude, lengths are what, AB, and here also length is what, AB, magnitude is same, but directions are opposite. It can be represented by what, minus sign. Means in short, minus AB bar can be replaced by what, BA bar. So here this minus AB bar can be replaced by BA bar plus AD bar, keep it as it is. So which is equal to half, keep it as it is, AC bar also as it is, cross also as it is. Now AB bar plus AD bar, observe the figure very carefully. So not AB bar, BA bar plus AD bar, BA bar plus AD bar, according to triangle law of vector addition, its value is equal to what, BD bar. BA bar plus AD bar will be equals to what, BD bar. So addition of these two vector, BA bar plus AD bar will be equals to what, BD bar. So this is the required result which we have to prove here. In this way, what result we have got? Vector area of a quadrilateral ABCD is equal to half AC bar cross BD bar, and that is the result which we have to prove. Hence, we can say that vector area of quadrilateral ABCD is equals to half AC bar cross BD bar. And in case if the question is asked to, instead of vector area, if the question is simply asked to find out area of a quadrilateral, then first find out AC bar cross BD bar and then take its what? Magnitude. It means we are replacing vector quantity by magnitude. So we will get area. And if we are not taking magnitude, means we will get what? Vector area. So in this way we have got our required result, area of quadrilateral ABCD. This formula is applicable to find out vector area of any quadrilateral. So well, observe the next example. In the next example, we have to find out area of the parallelogram whose diagonals are determined by these two vectors. In this case, this A bar and B bar represent the diagonals. In one example, we have seen one example in which we have find what area of the parallelogram, but in that case two vector represents what? Adjacent sides of the parallelogram, and in this example A bar and B bar represents what? Diagonal of the parallelogram. So see, what is the formula to find out area of parallelogram if its diagonals are given to us? So one diagonal is represented by which vector? A bar, and second diagonal is represented by which vector? B bar. So already you have studied about the parallelogram in your earlier classes. In that case, you have seen that diagonal of these parallelogram bisect each other. Diagonal of parallelogram what? Bisect each other. If this is the point of intersection, means at this point both the diagonal bisect each other. Now this vector, if I am considering this whole vector as A bar, means this much part will be what? A bar by 2, and this much part is also what? A bar by 2, isn't it? This part is A bar by 2 and this part is also what? A bar by 2. This whole vector is what? A bar. But we know that diagonal bisect each other in case of what? Parallelogram. So this half part is A bar by 2 and this half part is A bar by 2, isn't it? In the same way, this second vector is represented by which vector? B bar. So that's why we can say that this half part is B bar by 2 and here this half part is B bar by 2. Now, if we are considering this first triangle, here two sides of a triangle are represented by what? A bar by 2 and B bar by 2. And if two sides of a triangle are represented by two vectors, at that time area of that triangle is equal to half magnitude of A bar by 2 cross B bar by 2. If A bar and B bar represent sides of a triangle, at that time area is equal to half A bar cross B bar. But here sides of triangle are represented by what? A bar by 2 and B bar by 2. That's why here we can say that area of this much triangle, this triangle is equal to half A bar by 2 cross B bar by 2. So which is equal to, keep this half as it is. If we are taking 1 by 2 common from both the term, here we will get 1 by 4. Remaining term is here magnitude of A bar cross B bar, isn't it? Now what we will get, which is equals to 1 by 8 magnitude of A bar cross B bar. 1 by 2 magnitude of A bar cross B. This is the area of what? This triangle. But if you observe every triangle, observe this second triangle. In this second triangle also two sides are represented by what? A bar by 2 and B bar by 2. In this triangle also sides are represented by A bar by 2 and B bar by 2. In this triangle also sides are represented by A bar by 2 and B bar by 2. Means we can say that whatever will be the area of this triangle will be the area of remaining all triangles, isn't it? So that's why here this is the area of one triangle. To find out area of all these four triangles, we are multiplying to it by 4. What will get if we are multiplying to it by 4? 4 into 1 by 8 magnitude of A bar cross B bar. So here 4 ones and 4 twos. What will get here? 1 by 2 magnitude of A bar cross B bar. Means this is the formula to find out what? Area of parallelogram. So you are getting it. First we are finding area of one triangle, and to this area if we are multiplying by 4, because how many triangles are there? 4 triangles having same sides, A bar by 2 and B bar by 2. So that's why multiply here by 4 into 1 by 8 will be 4 by 8. 4 by 8 means what? 1 by 2. So applying this formula, we are able to find out area of parallelogram if A bar and B bar represents what? Diagonals of the parallelogram. So let us apply this formula to find out what? Area of the parallelogram if its diagonal is given to us. Getting it? If sides are given, then half does not appear here. Only magnitude of A bar cross B bar. But if A bar and B bar represent diagonal, at that time what result we are getting? Half magnitude of A bar cross B bar to find out area of the parallelogram. So if you observe this formula here will require cross product of A bar and B bar. So first find out cross product of A bar and B bar. So applying determinant, we are finding its cross product of these two vector. Here element of second row are 3, -1, -2, and third row are -1, 3, -3. Let us simplify this determinant, keep I cap as it is, delete this column, find out determinant of these four elements. So here 3 minus means plus 6. 3 plus 6 will be equals to 9. So here plus j cap is there, so here we'll get minus j cap, delete this column. Now find out determinant of these four elements. This product is -9 and this product is 2. -9 minus 2 will be equals to -11. -11 and this minus will become what? +11. Lastly, let us try to find out coefficient of k cap. Now delete this column, find out determinant of these four elements. So this product is 9. 9 minus 1 will be equals to what? 8. So in this way we have got the value of cross product of A bar and B bar, but we will require what? Magnitude of A bar cross B bar. So find out magnitude. So this implies that magnitude of A bar cross B bar is equals to under root, what we'll get here, 9 square plus 11 square plus 8 square. So which is equal to under root 81 plus 121 plus 64. So which is equals to, observe the addition here, 4 plus 1, 5, 5 plus 1, 6. Here we will get 6, 6 plus 8, 12, 12 plus 6 plus 8, 14, 14 plus 12, 14 plus 12 will be 26. If you will observe here, this number is not divisible by what? 4. So we can say that here there is not a single factor of 266 which is perfect square. So this will be our required value. So now apply this formula. So therefore area of parallelogram. So therefore area of parallelogram is equals to, what is the formula? Half magnitude of A bar cross B bar. So which is equal to half, keep it as it is. Just now we have got the value of magnitude of A bar cross B bar, that is under root 266. So square units. In this way we have got our required answer, area of the parallelogram. But I think either means answer given, answer of this question number 10 is given as what? Under root 42. Under root 42, which is not possible here. Might be possible either there is mistake in this example, or may be possible that there is mistake in answer given on the last page, that is under root 42. Means under root 42, if under root 42 is the correct answer, means definitely here correction is there is in the example. Or if the example is correct, means there will be mistake in what? Answer. So here after solving this, we are getting here, after solving 3-4 times also, you are also able to try it yourself. Half under root 266 will be the required area of this parallelogram according to these given values.